Hello, we are live, live and in color. Hey everyone. Hi Max. Sorry. Hi Robin and Denise. Good to see you. How is everybody? I hope good. I'm itchy. Oh, sorry. Hey the Grey Wolf. Awesome. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Hi Patrick. Hi Lois. So good to see you all here. Shall we wait a little bit until some more maybe come in? So just to give you a heads up, you read already. Hi Deborah. Yeah, well, awesome, the Grey Wolf. Hey, you guys should support him. He has an awesome channel, like about Nordic Mist, and he does tarot card reading, astrology too. So, hi Alex, ich liebe dich auch. So, yeah, today, since we're all going through a wonderful energy shift and I'm ready to throw up, like really, I get up in the morning and I want to throw up right there. I just want to gag myself because it's like shit happening, stones in the way, literally. So and when I picked up my subject today, it wasn't even meant to be about warrior and strength. It was really just a coincidence. Hey, Chef Disaster. So, did I miss anyone? I'm sorry if I missed some. I'm not always reading, so I'm trying to, as you know, I go squirrelish. Yeah, so I wanted to talk today or tell a little story about Boudica or Borussia in Scottish. She was a Celtic warrior queen. And like she took a battle against the Romans, and that didn't end well for her. Hi, Anton. You spent $500 on the gold seats. You got so ripped off. I told them 300 tonight. Gee, you should have told the guy selling you the tickets, you know me? Hello. Yeah, Ticketmaster. Yeah, those bastards. Hey, Formal. Oh, so cool. Hey, Crucify Robin. Meditation Man. Sorry, I didn't see you. Hi, Trisha. Good morning. Oh, yeah, it's good morning for you. Judith. You're still not in English time, are you, Trisha? You're still up all night. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about Borussia, Boudica, the Celtic warrior queen. That woman had a lot of strength. Yeah, she was badass. I mean, of course, as it is with history, right? You got to be very careful, especially since the Romans were the only one writing. So, I got to take what I can get, you know. Oh, cool. You have a show too tomorrow, right, Trisha? Wednesday? So yeah, and since that woman had a lot of strength and went also through a lot of heartache, as you will find out later, I thought I'd talk also about some healing herbs that will strengthen your soul embody. Well, of course, not that you get big, right? I mean, like, make you feel a little better. Hi, Mama Styles. Hi, Sue. So, yeah, and as it turns out, the subject I picked before the weekend fits perfectly in our time. So, yeah, I'm talking about the healing herbs, how you can smudge those herbs, what they do for you. So, but I like to tell a little story to it, right? Before. Hi, IOX. So, let's see. I mean, we all know the Celtic, well, I know, but all that have looked into Celtic history. The gray wolf, you're gonna find out I'm a squirrel brain and I'm all over the place. And sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about. So be patient. Um, hey Ruby Luna. Yeah, herbs are the best. Language. Oops. PG rating just went bye-bye. Oh, Mama Stars, you have a toddler. I watch my language. Sorry. Is he naughty? No, you not you, Grey Wolf. I language. Me, my language. No, you don't have to watch your language. I'm gonna set that to PG rating after anyway, so don't worry. Am I like looking funny? Is my camera maybe? Sorry, I'm just polishing. Nah, not better. Whatever. So let me talk about. Thank you. Now I'm blonde, right? Yes, sir. Crucify Master Drill Sergeant, sir. So, so I made a few notes. I'm just gonna read them. I mean, I could tell you in German easily without reading it, but then you wouldn't understand a word, and that would suck, right? So, okay, I'm doing it. So, Boudica was a Celtic queen who led a revolt against Roman rule in ancient Britain, AD 60 or 61. As all of the existing informations about her comes from Roman scholars, particularly Tacitus and Cassius Dio, little is known about her early life. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? It's like, unless you know a hardcore Celt that really, was raised like that and that transferred all the information mouth to mouth. I know, Crucify Robin. I was just teasing. So, so little is known about her early life. It's believed she was born into an elite family in Camulodunum, now Colchester. So at the age of 18, Boudica married Prasutagus, king of the Iceni tribe of modern-day East Anglia. So I looked into the tribes too. Where he got into, it's actually very interesting. So, but this would take too long if I get into this. So I'm just gonna concentrate on her. But with those tribes, very interesting, especially since I'm into the Celtic stuff, right? So maybe you can look it up too if you're interested. So when the Romans conquered southern England in AD 43, most Celtic tribes were forced to submit, but the Romans let Prasutagus continue in power as a forced ally of the empire. So, well, I talked before, right, that the Celtic got wiped out, and I still believe it was because of their knowledge about living in tune with the gods and the nature. Hi, EGM. Hi, James. Just again, if I miss someone, I'm not being rude. Caroline, I'm just trying to read my text, so sorry. Yeah, I talked about that, right? And many got killed, and of course, a few obeyed, right? So her husband literally was yeah, the run man for them. He did whatever, and it was also because he had a lot of land, like big land. So when he died, the real story is they wanted the land, and since we know from the Inquisition they didn't like women to have land, right? So they wanted to take it away. So when he died without a male, her in AD 60, the Romans annexed his kingdom and confiscated his family's land and property. Yeah, I just said that. As a further humiliation. The publicity flogged Boudica and raped her two daughters. Now, rule number one, you don't rape at all. And second thing, you do not piss off a Celtic woman ever. Tacitus recorded Boudica's promise of vengeance after this last violation. Nothing is safe from Roman pride and arrogance. They will defeat the sacred and will deflower our virgins. Win the battle or perish. That is what I, a woman, will do. Yeah, okay, I know now. Hey, Darkheart, I know all the men in the chat will be like, that sounds like my wife. So, yeah. Yeah, he did. So it's really interesting. I mean, this history goes much deeper, right? They don't get mad, they get even, right, Robin? um, yeah. Where was I? Here I go. Um, I'm scared of my wife. That's why I never. Yeah, no, not. It's not a good idea. And especially if a woman tells you, I mean, when you ask, what's wrong? And a woman says, nothing, then just leave the room. Right, girls? I love Aria. Yeah, heads up, you too love Aria. Maybe that's. Is pillage the woman and rape the fields? Okay, sure. You try that. Hi, Celine. So, yeah, after they took her land and everything, and of course she had two daughters, which is very sad, and they were little actually. They weren't like grown-up daughters, really. They were very young daughters. And if I would think someone would do that to my daughter, I would just, I wouldn't ask any further questions. Like, there wouldn't be any questions, like, ask. I would just do what I have to do. And if you know, and if this would mean for me three free meals a day. So, like other ancient Celtic women, Boudica had trained as a warrior, including fighting techniques and the use of weapons. With the Roman provincial governor Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, oh my God, they have names, leading a military campaign in Wales, Boudicca led a rebellion of the Iceni and members of other tribes resentful of Roman rule. After defeating the Roman Ninth Legion, the Queen's forces destroyed Camulodunum. Sorry. Then the captain of Roman Britain and massacred is and its inhabitants. They went on to give similar treatment to London. Treatment. I like that word, treatment. Like, I would give anybody a special treatment if my daughter would get hurt or people I love get hurt. I would definitely give out treatments. Hayden, hey. Um, where was I? They went on to give similar treatment to London. I said that already. By that time, Sueto Tonius had returned from Wales and marshaled his army to confront the rebels. So, first of all, it went pretty well, right? But I mean, even back then, when the first fights came, and also when the Saxon got involved, I mean, they did, or the pigs even before. They kicked some good ass, but the Romans had more supplies, more weapons, better fed. They didn't have. They weren't hungry. Um, Thank you, Love Warrior. Oh, Deborah, I couldn't say that on YouTube. What treatment I would give. That would get me in legal trouble. Just mentioning it. But I'm full of ideas. Like I would totally be creative. Hi, Amanda. Thank you, Love Warrior. Um, so yeah, then someone came back and they settled up the horse, right? And then it went down. So they had just more men. In the clash that followed, the exact battle site is unknown, but possibilities range from London to Northamptonshire. The Romans managed to defeat the Britons despite inferior numbers, and Boudica and her daughters apparently killed themselves by taking poison in order to avoid capture. Well, actually, her daughters got killed before, and Boudica didn't want to get captured by them and decided to take her life and end instead, which I would be probably be doing too. Just I would have done that, right? Just not to give them the pleasure. Like nee boo boo. So plus you don't know what they would have done to that woman. Uh in all, Tacitus claimed Boudicca's forces had massacred some 70,000 Romans and pro-Roman Britons. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Through her rebellion failed, and the Romans would continue to control Britain until AD 410. Boudica is celebrated today as a national heroine and embodiment of the struggle for justice and independence. It just, if you do that today, you're in, yeah, trouble. Hi, Bobby. Um, yeah, what else would be interesting? So I have the sources which we have to agree. I mean, if the Romans claim 70,000, I would add 70,000 more because they wouldn't ever admit that they got screwed by a woman. You know what I mean? So I would just double the numbers. I mean, on the other hand, with the Inquisition, they like to hold back on numbers, which I mean, we know they're just faking everything. So yeah, that's kind of a shame. I really would like to know more about her life, how she was, how she grew up, you know. But this is stuff we can't, yeah, we have no books about because they didn't write. Um, so, oh yeah, and it was called later on the Battle of Watling Street, and they still have a statue there for her in honor. So unfortunately, I did not make it there to watch that. To be honest, I didn't even think about it. When I came back, I was like, what the fork? Because she's one of my favorites, you know. I read books about her and all. So also Tacitus writes, the remaining Britons fled with difficulty since the ring of wagons blocked the outlets. So they had those wagons, you know, that you see in the movies, like pretty cool. And she must have had one too. So I can just imagine that. And she must have been a tall woman as well, what they say. So, well, I mean, at the end she lost, but I'm sure. Hi, Josie. I'm sure in her heart and her mind, she felt better taking some people's life that did that to her and the Celtic people in general. And we all know who the Romans are today, right? And I'm not going to even get into that. Now, Schuster. Hi, Schuster Sue. What? Hi, Manu. Oh, I saw Manu. Oh, Manu, I don't speak any French. I always Google Translate. I hope I translate the right stuff. I only know Je m'appelle Anya. Je travaille Edmonton. That's my French. That's all I remember from school. Anybody? Salut, mon ami. Anybody speaks French? Say hello to Manu. He's awesome. He fights with fish, big fish. I saw him catching a fish that big. Was it, Manu? Big fish? Like the fishing rod almost broke. It looked like it. Oh, Celine. Don't worry, the gray wolf. We're all in the same timeline here. Bienvenue, Manu. Oh, you all speak French. I feel bad. I don't speak any French. I'm always cheating with Google Translator. So, that's why I thought, since this woman was about strength and also heartache, lots of heartache, and she needed her nerves, right? I thought I'd mention a few herbs about strength. And of course, I will always mention my one special witch herb, but I'm gonna do that later in the end when I'm done. Hi, Mary. Didn't I say hi already? Or am I really in a different timeline? Oh, James, you speak French too. Manu is great. Very nice guy. How do you say that nice guy in French? I don't remember. I'd had French in school and I feel bad I never got into it. Pratyush. Hello. Yeah, right, Celine. That's what I thought. And I mentioned before, I picked the story and the whole herbs before the weekend. And now coming to it, it just fits with our energies and what's going on right now. So it's interesting. Yeah, and I do that too. And I think it's past life related. You know, French fries, that's not French iWorks. Hey, Skyheart Demon. Me too. In German, it's Pommes. I think Pommes is more French for pom, potato, right? Right, Manu? Pom is potato. It so is reincarnation, I can't deny. I feel totally like Odin. I can't convince myself otherwise. Wait, what? It so is reenact. I can't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the gray wolf. We should have a chat about that. Like, I experienced things lately. I mean, I did all those years, but lately it's like, where I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. Okay, we start with the Hawthorn. So the Hawthorn was a very holy plant, a holy tree for the Celts. Um, Here we go again. I mumble. No, I don't mumble. I don't have my shit together. Um, that happens if I have to try to in English. So, yeah, it was very famous and very holy for the Celts, right? The tree. And it was a holy tree, and they were never allowed to take it down for whatever firewood. So they always had to leave it. And I think I better go because I'm saying hi, Josie, and she doesn't say anything. Oh, Bobby, maybe she didn't see you. Maybe she just stopped by. No, no, you stay. Everybody that wants to stay stays. Yes, I would like that they are real weird every time a second. I guess I get lit too up with my mind. Feel like he trips on his new. You know what? With who I had that on the full moon with Ziff. Totally. Hey, Teeth Rock. So, where was I? So, I said they couldn't touch the tree. They weren't allowed to take it down. It was very holy. And it was actually called, how can I translate that from German? It was called the wedding gown of the big goddess, of the goddess, because the flowers before the berries come, they bloom white, and it's pretty. I saw many in England when I was there. I was so happy. It's really pretty when the flowers start blooming before the berries come. And it always starts blooming around Beltane. And I think that's why they also called it the wedding gallon of the goddess, because around Beltane, all the couples that were couples already, they did their bonding. And it was also there for keeping bad magic away. And it's also the tree that they used, that they called the otherworld tree. So same as the oak. So and they also say that in connection with the little elf folk, but like I said, I'm not too much into elves because they're not as cute as everybody thinks they are. So it's not like little Tinkerbells, I can tell you that. Right? Or how do you see that, Grey Wolf? So let me read the chat a bit. Baby's breath is a flower. Yeah. Elves are high hat pricks. Well, there are. Like I have, yeah, right, Quartz? Absolutely. There can be real shits. That's why I'm like, they're not really cute and they don't always look cute. So I don't know. This is like really a fairy tale. So I'm not saying they're always nasty. It's just like you have to respect them, right? They don't like to be stepped on, of course, and they don't like people to fuck around with nature. So if you have them around you and you're in nature and you're dumb shit or you're just being rude, you might go home with a broken ankle. I'm not kidding. So, what else about the hi Diane. Hi budget, bushcraft. See, Bobby, there's Josie. I told you she just didn't see you. Aquafunk. Well, awesome. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. That's really awesome. Amanda, I said hi to you, right? I'm sure I did. In another timeline. I'm so forget it today. So also the hawthorn was a protector of the sleep, right? It's because it's called also in German, it's called the sleeping thorn. So I can't really, some words I really can't translate from German into English because it just sounds dumb. And this actually comes from the Edda, but I can't translate that for me. Let me try it because it's more like poetic and I can't translate it poetic. There is like no way. So it's in the Edda, they say it's the the one with a sleeping thorn. Can we just skip that? I can't translate Edda in German in English. So anyways, you could do magic with that, right? You could put a sleep spell on someone with it. So so they say that Merlin, he was under a spell from the elf Vivian. She put him asleep, and so she got all of his secrets while he was sleeping. And this is for us, Grey Wolf. And they also say that Odin took with a branch of the hawthorn, he took out an eye of the Valkyria Brunhild with a thorn of it because she wasn't she didn't listen to his commands and she fell in a deep sleep after. So, and even the Romans took over that. They put hawthorn leaves under the pillows of their children to make them sleep better. Yeah, and of course, then the Romans and that had a little Celtic tradition that they liked, and but then Christianity stepped in, and guess what they made out of this hawthorn leaf? And you take a guess now. That so of course this tree was connected to the underworld where demons and ghosts were living. Fuck that shit. So, and they also say that Jesus had a hawthorn thingy around his head. So, also if you wanna use that sounds coincidental. You mean with a hawthorn, the Valkyrie? Yeah, that's what I think too. I mean, they were his Valkyries. They were his warrior babes, right? Um, I don't even believe that, to be honest, but I'm just writing down some of the myths around that hawthorn bush. Hawthorn, teeth rock, the hawthorn. Hawthorn, just in case I don't say it right. Hey, Pauline. So the essence of the hawthorn made out of the flowers uh, it helps people with traumatic experiences to open up again to the world. Let's say you constantly, I mean, some of us had Hawthorn in Melbourne. Yeah, Amanda. um, what? No, no, we're talking Hawthorn. Mistletoe, I had a few weeks ago budget. um, uh, I mean, some of us had um, traumatic experiences, right? And it stops your senses from seeing, from hearing, from listening, and maybe even being connected to your gods, to your spirits, whatever you have that you work with, to the universe, and it will help you open up. And also, what it's good about it, if you are full of anger, totally angry, and if you can't love anymore because of all this anger, um, or pain, if you're love sick, right? It will help you open the heart. So the spirit of that plant will support you doing that. So what? What? Hold on. What? I missed something. What? I still no, it was not mistletoe. It's not like ayahuasca. Not quite. Like hawthorn, you can smudge without having anyone around. Must be a blood pressure drug. Well, I'm getting to that right now, to the ingredients. Usually I start with what the plant is doing first, but are you welcome, the gray wolf? Yeah, it's awesome. And later on it gets the berries from the flowers, right? They start after it's done. It grows berries, but the berries, like, I wouldn't really recommend doing anything with. They're more just for homeopathic uses for heart problems. So I really wouldn't recommend doing anything with the berries. So that's the main usage for this plant for heart problems. So, and it is either calming or yeah, it's calming. So also vasodilatory. Did I say that right? Oh, I will. I didn't I do that? The serpent and the rainbow last night? No, no, Wednesday. Tomorrow, isn't it? Mistletoes, mistletoes, quads. I'm talking about white hawthorn. It's actually coming from Europe, but I've seen it here too. Um, yeah, as a tea. So we can use the leaves and the flowers from the tea. So I get to that in a second. So, like I said, it's for heart weakness if you have issues with your heart. And again, as I said, every point, if talking about heart problems, don't muck around with it yourself if you're not sure, right? See a doctor if you have really heart issues. Like, seriously, don't wait until you drop. Yeah, I can do that budget. What I wanted to do budget actually was, I was thinking about, I wanted to do like maybe a little video presentation of every herb that I talked about, which gives the ingredients of the plants, what the ingredients do, right? Because every plant has like saponin, flavone, salanine, or alkaloid. So and they all have different They all have different purposes. What? I look like. Oh, thank you. I don't know who said that. My cousin said that too to me. She said she always called me that as a child. I don't know. Thank you, Pauline. I take that as a big compliment. You're right. So, yeah, where was I? Yeah, so I wanted to, yeah, do little presentations of the herbs so people can look it up and read it because I never show pictures because um, I'm dumb and I don't know how to do screenshot on YouTube. I don't think you can do that. And so, yeah, I'm gonna do a little presentation about every herb that I talked about with the ingredients and what is it for and what you should watch about. And I will also put a little picture there. Um, so does it involve voodoo dolls? No voodoo dolls. No, no, I don't mess around with voodoo dolls. Yeah, so that was my plan. So it's easier for people to look up, right? If I have a video prescription with the name of the herb, and because I always do it, talk about this or that, not organized. So I should start organizing that. But thanks for your patience because that was all the beginning, getting used to it, trying to get a rhythm. So, but budget, and then I will for sure name the Latin name as well because it's easier to look up, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna put a picture there. Also, even if I put a picture there, always keep in mind that every plant has a poisonous sister sibling. I don't know why I mentioned that. No, I mentioned it on the YouTube comment because just for one example, elderberry, right? The berries. There is another bush that looks exactly like elderberry, and you go by and you're like, strike, right? But no. And I learned from experience with tummy ache for about a week, and I was cured. And then I finally decided to look up. Wow, I thought it was elderberry. So elderberry, for example, there are always little things um, where you can see the difference, right? Like elderberry, for example, it's the leaf. The leaf of the ones that I ate that looked like elderberry, the leaves were even, like just, and from elderberry, the leaves that they're like not even, right? So that's why I recommend everybody really to concentrate on one herb or one plant for a little while, get to know it. Hi, Amy. How are you? Cena rocks. You guys are cute. Yeah, so I think I will do that then. It's easier for everyone to look it up than me just listening to me again and again and again. And I know you don't want to do that. I don't want you to do that. Don't worry. Yeah, just a tit, Robin, from elderberry we're talking, right? Just a bit, not too much, but like I know, if you really know your plants, you see the difference. So I don't believe that man robots are going to replace women. Yeah, no, no, bleh, that's gross. No, I don't know. I don't know where the world is going, Quartz. Not for me. I'd rather stay single, like now. So what else do we have for this plant? So, um, for throat pain, strep throat, even. Um, if you have rings under your eyes because you didn't sleep, for fatigue, exhaustion, um, heart rhythm problems, blood circulation problems, if you're nervous, for low blood pressure. So there you go, IOX, there you have it. Yeah, it's a medical herb to raise your um, blood pressure. So even if you're a little irritable like me today, when I just want to gut someone with a fork just because, or just want to step outside and sacrifice just randomly people to the gods. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying, right? Like, I wasn't like, the gray wolf. So, so now, of course, that we talked about, if you can't sleep, it will help you wonderfully. If you feel dizzy, or for women for menopause problems. So I'm not there yet, so I don't need that. So, and it counts under rose bushes. Don't ask me why, because maybe they look like little roses. What else? So then we have the tea. You can use it as a tea. You can use the flowers or the leaves. You dry them or you take them fresh. If you use them fresh, excuse me, you don't want to put them in boiling water, because that will just kill the stuff in there, right? I always say ingredients. It's not ingredients. Oh, is it ingredients? I can't find my. Where the? I'm cool. I'm organized. I got it all. For sake. No, I always say ingredients, but it's not. I'm sure I'm using the wrong word. Give me 1 second. I Google. Oh no, I was right. Or substance. I think that's more for herbs, the substance and ingredients. So, sure, Amy, bring him on. Just send me an email. So, what was I? The tea. If you have any of the symptoms I just mentioned, you drink your 3 cups a day, right? So, and I mentioned last time, if you remember, that if you drink, I think Patrick asked me that if you can just drink them because, or if you can drink them constantly. So, as I said, medical herbs, as the name said, medical herbs, healing herbs. There are with the, now I forgot the name already, substance. There are medication after all, right? So certain stuff you shouldn't take continuously. Like with certain stuff you should take for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and take a break at least of a week or two, and then continue. So, but with Hawthorn, you don't have to worry. You can drink, you can keep it up. You know, you don't have to take a break. So, and like I said, the berries, you can use them too, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're really familiar with the plant and how much. I think I know. I don't know yet. If you gone, it's close. Oh no, Amanda is awesome. I'm Mandy. Hi, Laura. Were you painting? Yeah, the gray likes be. Oh, you like being called names? Ooh, just kidding. Like I said, the berries are a little stronger. So if you yeah, you really should know your dosage. So because they use it more in homeopathic, medic for homeopathic. So, And I found everything that they use, not pet names. Your nickname is Hey You. Oh, cool, Laura. So, and of course, you can make like for heart issues, for strengthening of your heart, you can mix it with other herbs like verbena, for example, or ginger, right? And of course, you can make a tincture of it. As I always say, that's like the same measurement as for every other tincture. Take the mason jar, fill it almost up with herbs, and fill her up with really high percentage vodka, preferably schnapps without peach or shit in there. You've been called many names. So, so that was the Hawthorn. And now, where the hell? Sorry, I'm with you. I'm here. Okay. Now we have the Centaury. 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 So that's a cute little one too. What peach of shit? Peach of shit. Yeah, just peach or shit. Just fill it up. No one was trying to say. Like, just don't use the peach schnapps shit. Like, you need real alcohol. Amy. Oh, peach of shit. I'm too lazy to go to. Here we go. The gutter. We're getting close. I need to make a little light. I don't know why I'm coughing again. Okay. This is too bright. Oh, whatever. Okay. The Centauri. Everyone breathe. Quartz. A little light. Oh, great. They're all awesome here. And we've been so down in the gutter. We had no idea how to get out there ever again. Like, yeah, sure, body always straight up, you know. Cheers, luncher. I always get shit faced during my shows. We all know that. Oh my God. Can you imagine me drunk on a show? Me? That would end bad, like really bad. They would not take me off for 90 days. They would take me off literally from the World Wide Web. That would be. Yeah, no. It's water. Okay, the Centaury. So that's another one. Alex Jones. No, don't Alex Jones. I don't want to say what I think about him. I'm just gonna be. Oh, I like peach schnapps too, Amy, but not for the herbs. That blah, trust me. Like you don't want any schnapps that has taste in it. with your herbs. Trust me on that. Been there, done that, because I thought that is the coolest idea ever. And then the tincture. I'm really not drinking vodka. Tastes even more. What? Who is hiding gifts from the world? Louis, who is that? Who is hiding? No one is hiding. Let's talk gifts. Who has other gifts here? Yeah, it's very good for breakfast, IOX. Excellent. So the Centauri herb, um, those little flowers, let me see if I can find a picture. What, Amy? I'm so sad I had to get my bottle of schnapps to spell it. Yeah. Yeah, right, James. Yeah, Laura is amazing. She does such wonderful art. Like, it looks so easy, right? But it's not. It's like mine looks like I tried that once and mine looked after like I don't know. It looked like my car leaked over some colorful paper or something. I don't know. Let me find a picture. I can't do it on here because if I do that, it will not work. Stick figures on. So let's see if you can see that. So they're actually purple, and I find they look like little stars. Fuck's sake, this is not. Oh, because my. They're really pretty. They look like little stars, and they're purple. So really cute little plants. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make little video clips. Give me a little time because I talked already about a lot of herbs, so I wanna, make it right. Yeah, they look like little purple stars. Really nice. So, and again, that's a little plant also for gaining a little strength. If you were if they stimulate you if you're down. They even can, like, if you're upset, they can calm you down. If you're a little too calm, depressed, they can even. No, wait. I start again. That was squirrelish. So the stimulant if you're too down, but also if you're too wired, they can calm you down. So they will adjust to your current mood. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good. I'm good. I got that. They're blood cleansing, anti-inflammatory, strengthening. So also they're very good for a meditation man. Hello. I don't know if you're here for long or if I didn't say hello. If not, then I'm sorry. Max, I said hello, right? Yeah, I did in the beginning. They also, if you have a weak immune system, it's wonderful too. So it will give your immune system the boost. So if you're not hungry, like, and you really need to eat, right? You can't eat for whatever reason, and you should eat, then it helps you increase the appetite. For all kind of stomach problems, right? Infection, chronicle. Amy, I'm not drinking. Uh. even for diabetes. So that is a plan that. Oh, are you neglecting your dogs again? Yeah, they're looking at you, those with their puppy eyes. Feed us, mommy. It's 6, isn't it? No, don't you feed them at 6 usually? Those poor dogs. Oh, oh, that other baby. Yeah, well, that's even poor. I mean, come on now, give that girl a chance. You know, give her some food. No, because I was wondering, don't your dogs get fed at 6? I even know that by now. Hello. How do you cook them? What, the daughter? Why not, Robin? Oh, I'm thinking about one too, Amy. Oh, yeah, Amy, right? For the ones who do not know that, has the voice. Like, she's the world's next talent. So you should really check that out. Like, seriously. She puts on her earplugs, listens to the music, and then bam. And I'm just like, ugh. I can't even sing like that in the shower. I mean, not that I can't sing anyway, so we don't want to go there, but so dog's daughters meat is meat. I don't know. How does your brain come up with that? I don't get it. Oh yeah, Sue's dogs are the kings, like really. And they listen very well to her after she calls 10 times. Oh, is it 3 already? Oh, okay, Patrick. Good night. Thanks for coming, Patrick. Sleep well. You're right. Hide it in a drawer because it will not look like you're an alcoholic at all, hiding it. Good night, Teeth Rock. You gone too? Of course, Amy. You know, it's true. Really true. I mean, I know voice, whatever, changer, blah, just pure. So, what? You meant what in a spiritual way? I missed that one. Say what? Night, Sue. I missed something. Yeah, under your bed. And if he finds it, in case he does vacuum, not that that would ever happen, but just in case, you just get to. That is what you do. If he finds your alcohol, if he finds your schnapps, you just get so pissed off, you just totally go in defense. What the hell are you hiding your alcohol under our bed? You know what I mean? Play it. I hope your husband never watches that because he will so track my IP down and slap me. Okay, let's get back to the um, you see, too much talk about schnapps doesn't do it either for me. Put it in mouthwash bottles. Ew, ugh. Oh my god. So where was I? Yeah, it's for diabetes, and again, it's for fatigue and exhaustions, like the Hawthorn, right? Even good for fever. So if you have a cold, very nice because of the because it's anti-inflammatory, and it's for the fever. So for pain, oh God, I should have translated that before. I knew it. what would work like an antibiotic? Well, ginger for sure. Then thyme, like if you have a cold or the flu, thyme, rosemary for sure, ginger, and of course lemon, right? If you boil the shit out of it, perfect. And of course, always for fever and pain during a cold or flu, willow bark. So, hey, Johan, moldy bread. Yeah. Oh my God, the gray wolf. That is hilarious. So, for any kind of stomach problems, for your spleen, for your gallbladder, for rheumatism, um, uh, shit, what was the word? Yeah, for your immune system, like I just said, for if you have a weak immune system. So I mentioned that already. Thank you. You're welcome. For bad healing wounds, like if you have a cut, whatever that doesn't heal very well, little of the tea or the tincture, even preferable. Maybe if you want to cleanse it with alcohol. I mean, with a tincture that has alcohol, or I would recommend just the tea, like really strong tea. Let it really sit, right? Um, and you use you can use the whole plant except the root. So because that is too bitter and doesn't have really any supplements. So, but it is really good for every kind of stomach problems. If honey is good for allergies, not no for honey, but what is that called? The pollen, from the bees, the whatchamacallit. Um, you're asking the immigrant, and I can't remember that word. You can buy it in health stores, the pollen thingy from the bees. That is good. Honeycomb. Yes, thank you, Robin. Yeah, so that is good for tinctures, for allergies. Do you believe plants in pill form is just as good as a tincture? Oh yeah, like if you have the supplies doing that, um, you can grind certain herbs like in a powder form, right? Like really, and you can even buy those pills where you can put it in. So it works as good. It's just very concentrated, and you really have to know the dosage depending on what it is. So yeah, if you have the supplies for it, you can really grind your herbs, roots to a powder. Um, Absolutely, you can do that. Oh yeah, garlic is an antibiotic. Oh, and I almost forgot onion. Onion is an antibiotic, like as well. Like you find it in your backyard, literally, or in the supermarket, right? Peach schnapps. Yeah, I mean, now you should try. I mean, you got the bottle. I mean, make it worth your time, girl. That's time management. So, yeah, again, the tea, like I said, you can use the whole herb except the root. You can make the tea out of it. You can make the tincture out of it. And like with the other, you can also make a salve out of it. Like for this one, if you for wounds, infection, inflammatory, right? Yeah, garlic is good for everything. How about store brand pills? What pills are we talking about? IOX. I'm always. Oh no, that was Josie. You mean out of the health stores, the herb stores, health stores? Um, do I still? I mean, I have my kelp, right? Kelp I get in the health store because I can't really grow kelp. Joke on me. So yeah, I buy them. I buy my kelp for my thyroid and my iodine. Not iodine, but it got all the other stuff in there. So yeah, if you have a good herb store or if you have a health store that really some of them do supply them, but you probably pay a lot of money. Like my kelp pills, I don't take them every day. They're so expensive. Um, uh, if you find it, yeah. No, it's actually summer flower, Celine. It could start, but it fully blooms in the summer, like July-ish, I would say. July, August, depending on where you are. Yeah, and if you want to stay single, garlic will help you too with it, right, Amy? See- So, and if you want to use it for tummy problems, or for strengthening your tummy, you can use it with other one, calmus, chamomile, fennel. I talked about them before. So, yeah, but I would recommend a salve from that if you uh, maybe some for bad healing wounds since it's inflammatory. I'll keep your husband out of bed. Yeah, well, I don't have to worry about that, Amy. I just have to see that I kick myself out of bed in the morning. So then we come to the history. Well, I don't know, Laura, like, I think they say that, I think since onion belongs to the nightshade family, you have to be careful, uh, because certain poison gets set free. That's what they say, but I'm not sure. I have eaten onion after I've been cut off, and I also have eaten green potatoes. You shouldn't do that, or at least you shouldn't do it too often. I mean, I've done it, but it's just if you don't seal them up right, they just get mushy, right? But I mean, not longer than a day or two, because sometimes I use an onion and I don't need it all. So I put half of it in the fridge. Dog fennel, I don't know the name. Dog fennel. So maybe it's something different, or it's a different name in German. So fennel is where you can buy the fennel tea also in a supermarket, that you can give to young babies if they have colics. I mean, not newborn babies because they're not allowed to drink tea, but if they're like 3 months and they have their 3 months colic, that's what I gave my daughter. I gave some fennel tea, and that calmed it down a bit. Of course, not like a huge bottle, just a few zips, right? French fries and onions. So, and the name Centauri. So, as you maybe figured, Centaurium, that's the Latin name. They think it's coming from uh, this Centaurian Chiron, who was a healer, and he supposedly discovered that herb, so that's why it's called Centauri. Also, they say, which it's a typical Roman Latin again, Esmologisch, the name comes from the Latin centum, 100, and aurum. So, but I don't buy that. Centaurin, the horseman. It was good for you. I mean, it was good coming. No, I mean, oh my fucking God. No, no, no. I mean, oh, Jesus, Murphy. It was good coming. Here we go. No, 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 no. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Thank you for coming to the show. I mean, oh, well, you have a good night. I'm really not drunk. I'm really not drinking. That is my normal brain. Shit. No, it doesn't take much. You just that goes just like that, and no one even noticed. I'm very quiet about it too. Like, okay, okay. Let's go back to the herb, shall we? Nothing. I'm not repeating that. I rewind that. You're gonna boot me out. Yeah. My own mod is gonna boot me out. Hayden, help me. Uh, um. Where was I? I'm almost there. So of course they say. uh, so the spirit of this plant is the strength. Of course we know that, right? Because I've picked them. And it's also the plant of wealth, abundance. I am so going to pick me a bush of those, like so if you use them for incense to smudge them, they said that the smoke of the plant would be able to order snakes, like because they were in connection with a big goddess. And it would help you to get more self-esteem and get you up your ass to go your way, right? To do stuff, to get shit done. I'm a professional herbalist. Get shit done, right? Yeah, okay, that was professional. So and have you heard from what? Yeah, have to kick me out too. What did I miss something? No, coming out. I know. Oh, that was really such an oops. Thanks for coming. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Who's So it will, like I said, it will help you to get self-esteem, and to get stuff done, right? If you're too down, you can't get up, you're depressed. So, or even it will also help you to be a little more, put up your borders. Like if you can't say no because you have problems saying no. I used to do that too. I couldn't say no for the life of it, even if it was like the worst situation for me ever, or if it would ruin me financially. helping others. Like I said, I couldn't say no. If people called me after a long day of work, uh, when I worked at the lawyer's office, I mean, in Germany, hey, could you help me writing a letter or something? Um, I didn't say no, even though I was tired, right? So, hey, Buzz. Buzz, he heard get shit done and he's here. Bang! The Tuesday Night Gutter. Is that the new show name? Um, what else? And it also smells very nice, very if you burn the incense, the fresh flowers or the leaves, the steam, it really smells nice. Um, yeah, like I said already, for self-esteem, to get shit done. um, so it also helps you to get in connection with your inner voice, you know. Um, so it helps you not to think with your head. I mean, of course, use your head to think. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, um, I mean, that's just my experience. There's certain things you have to just to decide with your heart, right? This is where we decide with. This is where we manifest with. This is where we get with the energies in touch with our heart, not with our head. I find that that's my experience. Let it all out, Amy. You don't need to have any shame here. I'm gonna put the PG rating on later, so don't worry. Oh shit, that is small. I need glasses. I can't read my own chicken scratch. That sucks. That is bad. That is bad. That is really bad if I can't read my own writing. Holy moly. So yeah, it helps to connect you with your inner voice, right? To your intuition if you're a little out of touch with it. I mean, sometimes that helps. I mean, sometimes we are a little out of touch due to stress and so much going on. This is when our head comes in, right? This is what would try to explain. With all the stress, our head gets totally in the way of our feelings and we don't listen to ourselves. Okay, Amy. So, but I hope you know what I mean. I hope you understand what I mean with that. So, yeah, it helps you get rid of little fears, should I do this? Should I do that? Is the decision correct? Should I make the next step? Like, oh, I don't know, right? So, yeah. Yeah, Deborah, the book, right? The book. Okay, the book. I start with the herbs, okay? I write mini book videos. Yeah, I know. So then last but not least, the witch herb, the typical witch plant. Because everybody thinks witches are poisoning people, which they could do if they want to, but you don't need to be a witch for that. So, I have the bittersweet nightshade, or also called deadly nightshade, but there are two nightshades: the black, the dark nightshade, and the bittersweet nightshade. So two again, but both poisonous. Both of them have saponin and what was it? Other alkaloid. I'm probably saying that so wrong. That's why the right, Johan. Mumble, mumble, mumble. So before I continue, yeah, I will type that shit up and Get her done, yeah. I will. So before I continue with this plant, do not try this at home. Do not go pick deadly nightshade, or even if it sounds nice, bittersweet nightshade. Do not try this at home ever. So it is a medication, but again, mostly for homeopathic, and only if you really know your shit. Like, and this involves all of them, like the body weight and everything. Same that I talked about mandrake, like, and mandrake is a narcotica, and so is bittersweet nightshade. It's a narcotica. It's also uh it will make you go pee, diuretic, um aperient. It will help with your fever. It will help you loosen your mucus. Blood cleansing. It's from rheumatic problems in your. Oh shit! Here we go. After a while, my brain sets out. It's done. For joint pain, it will make you sweat. So, and I like that because in a fever, I always make sure I sweat everything out. If I feel sick, I try to sweat everything out. So, and again, it's a narcotica. And it was also used for external, um, for if you're constantly itchy, like I am today. I wasn't thinking about it, but now I read it. Now I feel it again. But with me, it's just mostly nerve stress. For any kind of skin diseases, um, even for whatchamacallit, ammonia. Well, that's internal, we know that, but even for ammonia, it's good. And they even say cellulitis. I'm gonna put that shit on me. No, I don't. Just kidding. So, but again, it is a very good herb, but like I said, yeah, I have my drink here. Wee. Some days I live on the toilet. Yeah, I know these days. Thump you. How are you doing? Hi, Manimal. That sounded just like a threat. Thump you. Good to see you, Manimal. That was just funny. Good to see you here. So like I said, the nightshade. Not the bittersweet, I would not recommend it, but the dark nightshade, you can actually eat the berries. But again, do not. I'm not taking any responsibility for this. Um, you can eat them when they're really ripe. And you can mush them up as a jelly. It's the same with the yew tree. You can eat the red berries, but you can't eat the stone in there. That will kill you. So, but the berries itself, they have a lot of vitamin C and all. So, but like again, don't do it, right? I'm just talking about a typical witch herb. And since this was like it's a narcotica, and we all know the I know, Amy, right? I can do that too. I just have to hear it and I'm gone. Like I have no washroom in my bedroom. I mean, it's upstairs and my only washroom is downstairs. I get no sleep if it's raining outside. Let me just put it this way. Um, so it's a nightshade plant, of course. So mostly the nightshade plants, they have the saponines, or yeah, like I said, the alkaloid. Oh yeah, it will be crucify. Well, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I will put it up in case anybody wants to see me mumbling. Right. A little pot under the window. Oh my God. Under the bed. No, I can't. This is where I hide my whiskey. I can't. And I'm not a guy, IOX. I cannot pee out of the window. I would break my neck if I stick my ass out of the window and couldn't hold on. Bye, Robin Hood. Thank you for coming. Um, so yeah. I mean, if you like, you can. Well, no, I was nightshade. It's a nightshade plant. So, and I mentioned before, even peppers, potatoes, tomatoes, they belong to the nightshade family, right? So this is why you shouldn't eat potatoes when they're green, because that's when the saponin in there gets released. That makes them a little poisonous. Not that you're gonna die if you eat a green potato, but you might get stomach ache, and if you do it over a long time of period, it's not good. It's not healthy. Same with potatoes, right? So that's why I'm probably not gonna show you a picture of it. If you feel like it, you can do it. So yeah, and that they actually taste sweet, and I don't know that because I just know someone who knows someone that knows someone that. So, um, so the incense, like we know, like out of even belladonna and the nightshade and the mandrake. I mean, they said witches could fly, right? The real herbal women. Of course, they couldn't fly, right? But they used to make a salve out of some of these ingredients I mentioned. I'm not going to mention them all because I'm afraid I might get in trouble. Um, and pig fat, right? So, and then they put it on their arms and chest, and that's when, it was just like witch LSD, I think. So, and the thing is, with those things, you mostly don't remember what the fuck happened. So you don't really want to go there. And a lot of those girls actually overdosed and died. So you want to be careful with the shit, right? It just like I just find even if it says a plant is poisonous, doesn't mean it's poisonous. It means how much you take of it and what you do with it, right? So just because like, and that's why I like the nightshade too. It's helpful, you know. It's good for a lot of stuff, even for your skin. I mean, you can smudge the berries or you can cook the leaves and make a tincture, right? Just for external use, of course. So um so and even um yeah, they pig fat before after you fry it. Uh I think the pig fat from after, the leftovers. Watch Deborah collecting pig fat. If she's going to her neighbors asking for pig fat, then we all know what's happening here. Yeah, they were high instead of flying, Amy. Of course, they couldn't fly. They probably thought they could fly. I believe I can fly. So, yeah, hey, request. Yeah, Amy, that's my request. I believe I can fly. Do it for me, the witch song. Or Season of the Witch. Yeah, you pick. If a woman smelled like pig, that would be confused. Hi, Lisa. How are you? I hope you didn't listen to me singing or something. I was just joking. Oh, Lisa is another one that sings like Melissa Etheridge. Amy and Lisa, you should do a duo, really, seriously. Oh, Deborah is having too much fun. She starts collecting pig fat. Here we go. I'm gonna check your search history in Google, and then I'll probably find Belladonna, Nightshade, Mad Mandrake. Well, you do sound. She sounds like Melissa Etheridge. She does. I say so. The nightshade was used to get contact to the other world, right? And that's why back then the herbal ladies, the witches, mix it up in a um, big pig fat paste and rubbed it in. So to get connection to the other world, to get messages. And the same if you incense, if you use the incense. I mean, if you smudge the berries, you can smudge the berries, wonderful, or the seeds of it. But if you do it, leave the windows open and don't do too much, because that will knock you the shit out. Hi, meditation man, you're back again. So yeah, and even today, and different cultures that are still nature cultures, right? That have still their medicine mans, that did not give up, living their old beliefs. It's still used for shamans, druids, like medicine men. It will give them the hallucination that they can fly, but this is just a symbol of going over to the other world, right? To the ancestors to get the informations. So, but again, do not try that at home, please. So if you must, then only the leaves for external usage, right? For, like I said, if you have chronic skin problems, itching or flaky skin, so that will help. And the plant of the guy of the nightshade is pretty big, so that's why you should be careful, not careful, but be very respectful what you ask, when you use your incense, if you smudge. So it is also very protective for negative energies. So I mean, it's because it's a nightshade, it will protect you in the dark, right? I mean, we know dark and light, we need dark and light, and I'm not scared of the dark, and I do, as we know, I'm not only doing light magic, I'm doing the other part too, but not to hurt. It is part of it. So, but of course, we have certain energies that do not do nice things in the dark, and this is what it's protecting us from. So, and also, if you smudge it, it will help you to release, old pain, old wounds, and it will help you to lose blockages, and it will help you to see the nice things again that are in front of you, because that sometimes we're so blocked from old wounds, and we're so in the habit of staying there instead of moving forward because we're comfortable with our pain. So, but this spirit of the plant will help you to loosen the blockages and show us, look, that is much nicer than where you are right now. So it will also protect you from manipulation from other people as well. So, what, you laughing? Bacon perfume would be a hit. Deborah. Oh, dee piggy. Oh, dee piggy. Oh my God, you guys cracked me up. So, well, that was it for today. I hope I didn't bubble you to death. or put you to sleep or something. Oh God. Deborah has little piggies there. Oh my God, be cute. Lisa has a little pig too. Oh, girls, if you start collecting piggy fat and Nightshade and belladonna, I'm gonna get curious here. Just invite me to the party, okay? Just don't. I mean, we're sisters, yo. I'm kidding. Just really don't try it. Like, not that I would have ever done that. I'm not saying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Okay, because I don't like to lie. I'm not saying I never did it, but I'm not gonna say either that I did it. Does that count? So, well, yeah, shit, yo. Of course, you know I did it. I'm a witch, so of course I try my witch herbs and I instant much the shit out of them. But like I said, um, seriously, if you really use the incense, like I said, they're poisonous, but again, poisonous doesn't mean poisonous. It means the amount, what you do with it, how much, right? If you put a few seeds in your incense, it's fine. Just open the window, right? This is just to lift the veil, right? To release the blockages. I mean, if you put on like an ounce of berries and leaves and you take a deep breath, yeah, you're going to get a real good connection to the other world because you're going to be out. I'm happy to hear that, Deborah. Essential bacon oils. I wonder what chakra that will open. One of the worst experience I've had with herbs. That was actually from smudging. That was like many years ago. 15, 18 years, 20 years. Shit, I'm old. Let's pretend 5 years ago. No, it was just like 15, 18 years ago. So yesterday, uh, we were celebrating Samhain, October 31st, right? And my friend Thomas, he was called Hexagon. He was a druid. He was actually raised as a druid, so he wasn't one of those Stonehenge druids that just go there for the summer solistic, right? He was a real one, and he would never talk about it either. What they learned, because still tradition, they keep it secret. So, anyways, he was preparing a ritual celebration mix for us, and I was like curious, what is he doing in there, right? I want to do that. I want to do that because I was just learning. So so he was grinding and grinding, and then he started the chorro, and he put a bit on, just a bit to get it going. And I just so shoved my face in there, and he just like, yo, don't, and he shoved my face away. He was like, don't. That's why, I mean, later on I realized while he was on the other side of the room, he just wanted it to burn it from the other side of the room so we just get a little draft for our ritual. So, but no, me, Anya just has to shove her face right in there, right? And for a second, I can't even explain the feeling I had for a few seconds. It was like me falling, like really falling, and I wasn't even me anymore. I couldn't feel my body. I was just like spaceless. I was like, I really can't describe that experience. It was just terrible. Like felt like I was falling, even though I was sitting. So yeah, it was really ugly. And then I couldn't even hear the voices. I was like really gone, knocked off my feet, and I was sitting already. And so, but it luckily just took a minute or so, and he was next to me. He was like, "You okay? You okay?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Well, who told you to shove your face in there in the first place?" I'm like, I was just curious, right? He was like, no, he was like, that's why I left. So you don't do that. I mean, he was cracking up. He thought it was funny. I had enough from incense that night. So I felt the whole night, I felt like weird, but that was so bad, like really. Phew. Oh, I don't know what he put in there. I know he had belladonna in there. He had nightshade in there. He had mushroom in there, and then he had regular herbs in there, and some other stuff he wouldn't tell me because that was his druid secret. So I couldn't. But I know for sure these herbs were in there. So because just right because I could tell, I could see. But that's why really, if you put that stuff in your ritual mix, really. What? Why is the gray wolf blocked? Another big finger event? Oh, Josie, she's blocking with her finger. You guys, can you hear me? Gray Wolf and Josie, Amy. That was an accident. She probably swapped over her phone. Wait, let me. No, that was an accident. I'm very sure. Hi, wake up. Oh my God, did you just come in or did I miss you coming in? Yeah, I was tripping. Yeah, that's the word. I was tripping for a minute, like just from one hoot, accident hoot out of the bowl. Okay, Amy and uh the gray wolf. That must have been an oopsie. Josie didn't mean to block you. We had that last week, right, Deborah? Are you still here? Deborah did that with Pamela. And I did that before too with Douglas when he was still here. It's just when I do it on my phone, right? I scroll and then it pops up, block or report or go to channel. And then I must have walked through my house and then whoopsie. So sorry, you guys. Stay with us. It's called sleep, IOX. It's sleepy. Oh yeah, wake up. Yeah, that was bad. That was really a trip for a minute. I don't know what else he had put in there. Yeah, I thought so, Josie. Hear that, the gray wolf and Amy? That was an oopsie. So sorry. The phone fell under the table. That's better than me walking around with my phone. Yeah, that happens. Oh, good. They can hear us. Hi, Anna. Oh, you made it. Mwah. So, yeah, wake up. I was actually just wrapping up, but now I'm gonna wait for the gray and Amy to come back to say goodbye. So, how long are 300 seconds? Oh boy. Are you in Florida, Lisa? Texas. I'm in Edmonton. And Judith is in Edmonton. Well, close. So yeah, I hope you liked it. The little story of Boudica. I mean, like I said, I kept it short, right? Because the story is too much. Like I could go into the tribes and her husband's tribes and so on, the Ticini and all that. Oh, it's okay, Anna. If you feel like it, you can listen to it again. And we ended up in a gutter anyways between. Go figures, huh? So so our two blockies back almost. Shock or not. Right? Can you imagine, Anna? Me? Them? Our little community going in the gutter? Ever. No, it's not working. It's not, and I didn't start it this time. I just want to be saying I'm very, very proud of myself that I did not start that. They all got me collecting pig fat. Yeah, Anna. Deborah will make pig fat essential oils. But Anna needs to know why, or she thinks we totally lost it. I was talking about the bittersweet nightshade, one of the witch herbs, that they used for their salve where they could fly. So and they used pig fat, and I told them the story, and now Deborah, she got all horny about it and is collecting pig fat now from every. Are those two still not gone? Still blocked? Yes, smudging, proceed with caution. I can tell you that, yeah. Holy mother. Yeah, but that was my own fault. I just shoved my face in something that I shouldn't have, you know? So, shit happens. But I learned I'm not going to do that again. I mean, it's with every instance, even if you burn with resins, pine tree resins, you always, you should preferably smudge it outside because it will get to your, like again, like I said before, not everything that's poisonous is poisonous, but everything that is not poisonous doesn't mean it's not poisonous. Did I make just sense? But you know where I'm going to. Um, like I said with resin from the pine tree, it is good. It is good for your lungs, for example. But too much will kill your lungs. You know what I'm trying to say? So, uh, resin you should preferably smudge outside and always with the window open. Oh, thank you, Buzz. You don't want to know? Wait, Deborah is going to make us some witch stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm making fucking jokes. So the gray wolf is not coming back. Yeah, everything in moderation. That is true. And I said before, wake up like potatoes and nightshade too, right? So if potatoes are green, I mean, it will not kill you eating a green potato once with the saponins in there. But if you continue eating green potatoes, it will get to you at one point. So, and that's why I don't say nightshade, mandrake, whatever, everything in moderation, cool, So, um, I mean, I'm not into mind extending like a like a resin wing fade. Yeah, everything in moderation. And even tomato, tomatoes. Tomato. Um, uh, the gray wolf didn't return, but maybe he just wanted to say goodbye and didn't come. So don't worry, it's good. I mean, even if they're blocked, they still can hear, right? So the chamber, the throne. Johan has to use the throne. The people we put on our dual log smell like bacon. Is that natural? Um, I don't know. Your brain is like, I don't know where it comes up for that. Time for pissing cigarettes. I love that song, Lisa. I love that. You have to listen to that on Lisa's channel. Time for pissing cigarette. I cracked up. I had such a bad mood. In the morning, I listened to that and I almost fell off my chair. So, yeah, you have to listen to it on Lisa's channel, please. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Yeah, that's what I mean. Timeout, but they still can hear what I'm talking, right? So they know it was an accident. Good night, Lisa. Thank you for coming. No, all will be good. They know that was an oopsie accidenty. So I did it again, 2 hours, right? Now I always want to make 1 hour, but it's so much fun to hang out with you. So okay, you guys, shall we wrap it up? I'd say, because it's time for pissing cigarette for me too. Oh God, that song is awesome. You really have to listen to that. You're gonna love it. I promise you. This is the Gutter channel and you will love that song. So, alrighty then. Gotta go for 3. It's your number. What? Bye, Lisa. All right, everyone. I'm wrapping her up. Um, thank you very, very much for coming again and supporting me. That was really fun. And we'll always have fun. It's really nice. I hope you learned a bit besides my gutter mind. And but you know I'm just kidding, right? And not being nasty or anything. You know that. So okay, let me go through the chat. Bye, Anna. Bye, Wake Up. Bye, Mary, Denise, James, Buzz, Lisa, Mary. Let me scroll through the chat. Well, Lisa said goodbye. Josie, Johan, IOX. I'm scrolling. Buzz, and I'm going to repeat probably. Denise, Diane, Deborah. All the others left already, I suppose. Grey Wolf, if you hear that, good night. We love you. That was an accident. Robin is gone too, I suppose. So now, oh shit, now my chat is all the way down again. Josie. Watching. Bye, Judith and Hayden. If I missed naming someone, I'm sorry. That wasn't on purpose. So Amy left. No, Amy was left. Sorry. So Amy, if you hear that too, you heard that right? That wasn't oopsie. That wasn't on purpose, right? So, well, I hope you learned a bit and that was interesting for you. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next time. I thought I'm gonna combine it, always the herbs with a little story, with a real story, of course. So I gotta see what I'm coming up with next. So, I mean, I gotta name some warrior kings too, to be equal for the men. So, oh, there's Judith. So I knew you were just listening, not watching. Okay, you guys, wherever you are, have a wonderful evening or good night or whatever you plan on doing. So be the change you want to be. My motto, I hope, I know. Sending you all strength for the next common day with all the energies going bonkers. And you know where you find me if you need help. So, and yeah, I'm leaving now. And thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I really had a fun time as always. Okay, you guys. Oh, 38 likes. That is awesome. Uh-oh, Robin, really? Now his? Oi. First Brian's and now Rex's. Oh, wow. No more cookies. Poor Rex. Okay, I'm signing off now. Love you. Mwah! And I'm taking my time to sign off because I never know how that works. But I'm leaving.